Thank you so much for joining. So let me start. Hopefully we'll have some more people today. So let me go to the next slide. So the next slide, actually the first slide, let's talk about what conversational research is. Yeah, I suppose that all of you already know that, but just to be on the same page, yeah, conversational research, we really believe that it's a new norm, right? That we have to face the reality. We all are going to use it if you haven't already done this. Yeah, it's our new reality. And what it is, in a nutshell, it's automated interviewing, yeah, and processing and automated summarization of the results. Actually, it's a combination of the best from the two worlds, yeah, from quant and qual. When you want to combine depth and confidence, you have your perfect conversational research. Yasna is our platform. It's the example of conversational research platforms. In our case, it's an end-to-end conversational research platform where you have actually everything from automated in-depth interviewing and, by the way, human-like. And by human-like, I mean objective-driven and very intelligent Yasna. You have not only interviewing, you have transcription, translation into 50 plus languages already, I think. And we have also automated summarization and also quantitative analysis, and it's all in one platform. Why conversational research is an important thing for all of us researchers? Because it gives us new opportunities, right? So as you can see, one of the example of happy researcher, and I know that some of our researchers, some of our clients are already happy and maybe even more happier than this one on the picture. Why? Because you can sell more projects without hiring new people. Yeah, so you just hire Yasna, and it's almost like hiring hundreds of people. For example, if you want, you can do some ambitious projects that previously were impossible or impractical. Yeah, so you can do some global studies. The whole world is yours. Yeah, you can think about, I don't know, Australia and Brazil and any country that you want to research. Yeah. You can also impress your clients with the fact that you are very advanced, you know how to use new technologies, how to apply them in the most efficient way. Why not? Impressing clients is something that we would love to do, right? And the last but not least, very important, you can free yourself up for creative and strategic work. Routine is done by Yasna, and you are thinking about some new and exciting insights and methodologies and so on. So how it works, the spoiler here, as you can see, easy. In our case, I will show you, Yasna just is an example of conversational research platforms. So in our case, it works like this. You just brief Yasna, you provide the context and rough list of questions. So you instruct Yasna as you would do with a human moderator. You customize avatar to fit your target audience, to fit your geography. It's very important. It's a fun fact that people know that they're talking to AI, but the avatar matters, yeah? So you can choose whoever you want. Or you can place your picture if you want, why not? And then you just create the link and share it with your respondents, with your humans, yeah? Then Yasna does all the job. She collects hundreds of interviews a day. She asks and probes like a human moderator. She has empathy at a certain extent. She reacts with emojis. She's very engaging. She's super bravissima, as we say in Italy, because she speaks, as I said before, 50 plus languages. I would love to do that, but I can't, unfortunately. Yasna can also share images, videos, text, documents, so you can actually test any materials that you would like. And respondents reply with text or audio. So people can choose if they want, you know, the most comfortable way for them, yeah, text or voice. Then, when your interviews are completed, you can dive into consumer stories. So you can get all the transcripts. You can also get summaries of these transcripts. You can also build an interactive report with the conclusions, with the verbatims, and with the numbers, of course. Yeah. So because, as we said before, it's a combination of quant and qual, so you get everything you need at the end. So, and the use cases, you came to know more about it, yeah? So actually, the thing is that conversational research is done for any kind of interviewing, yeah? Because as soon as you have a human, you want to ask, yeah, something, and it doesn't matter, the topic doesn't matter, yeah? You just, as I said before, you instruct Yasna. You have your questions, you have your people, and then you can use Yasna for any kind of industry and sphere, yeah? So it's beyond market research, obviously. It could be used for human resources, for any kind of CX or UX studies, social studies, politics, education, anything you would love to talk about, yeah? But we are focused on areas of application for market research today. So let's start with the following. So if we think about all the research objectives that we have, we can divide actually into groups. Yeah, we can think about exploration, or we need validate and refine our ideas. Yeah. So for exploration, how we can see conversational research. Actually, it gives you definitely benefits. Yeah, when you want to know how people choose or buy something, when you want to understand the behavior patterns, or you want to understand how people understand this or that concept, like, I don't know, these famous natural ingredients we're all hearing about. Yeah, of course, if you go deeper, you can understand much more. What exactly, in what country do they mean by that, and so on. Yeah, or if you want to understand emotions, towards, I know, any trend or phenomena, or if you want to understand brand perception, even using some projective techniques, you can definitely do that with conversational research, and you will benefit because it's better than usual qual, let's say. Why? Because you have the scale. And the scale means that you have more opinions, and you can also validate these opinions. Yeah, you can understand which one is more popular, less popular, and so on. And if we're talking about validation and refining, also conversational research here works perfectly. Why? Because you, of course, you can do typical quant, yeah, and just choosing, I don't know, idea A, B, or C. But it's not enough when we're talking about raw ideas or early stage materials, because you need to understand how to develop these ideas, right? So just the choice is not enough. That's why conversational research combining this depth and validation will help you a lot in this case. Yeah. By the way, if you would like to do some post-usage feedback product or service, you can also do it with Yasna, of course. Now I would like to tell you how you can integrate conversational research into your portfolio. So you can use conversational research for standalone studies, but you can also use it in combination with different qual and quant methods. Yeah, some traditional methods that you use. So we're not talking, about the thing that conversational research is going to substitute forever, all our favorite, I know, focus groups and service. Not really. Yeah, you can combine it. You can really use conversational research as a very good addition to what you already have. But in any case, please remember that for conversational research, focused one project, one task approach is essential. And let me tell you why. Yeah. So the first thing is just actually the format. Yeah, because people are talking to AI online. Yeah, via their phone usually. Even if it's done by their computer, for example, a tablet. People are focused for maybe 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, and in this case, they give you more details. They're really engaged. So if you have a lot of different tasks when we're talking about conversational research, it's better to divide these big tasks into smaller tasks. So more focused consumers, better for us. Yeah, we have better quality of the results. But frankly speaking, focused researcher is also means better results. Yeah, because when you understand, okay, what I really need to know, I need to understand this, and this. and then you will get it, yeah, with these focus tasks. Let's discuss, let's discuss how to integrate conversational research with quant. So we see three main, let's say, stages, yeah, how and ways how you can combine conversational research with the quant. So the first one is initial phase. For example, before doing a typical quant survey, you can do a kind of like, again, focused exploration to learn more about people, like to learn, I know, some behavior patterns, use cases, yeah, or if you want to get, I know, attributes of brands or products, and if you want to really get consumers' voice, do conversational research before, yeah. It means that it will help you to create a super questionnaire, an ideal questionnaire that will work really, really well and will help you to get relevant and deep insights at the end. Also, you can use it during your survey. So you can integrate your quant. Yeah. So you make like it will be the same journey for a consumer. So you start with closed-ended KPIs questions, and then you will have Yasna or any kind of conversational agent who will be probing, but probing in a really human-like manner to get richer and contextual insights. And another way how you can use it, you can do post research. So for example, you conducted your quant survey, you get the results, and then you see, okay, it wasn't that perfect because I see that we have some concepts that are closely performing, yeah, that have similar results. And frankly speaking, I have no idea what to do next, yeah, what to recommend my client or what to do. And then you say, I have conversational research. I can do a very small, small in a way, focused, yeah, quick and budget saving study, but I will really understand how this or that concept, how they are differentiated, yeah, what are the nuances behind that. So about the qual, yeah, of course, qual gives us depth. As a qual person, my background, I forgot to say at the beginning, my background is qual. So for almost 20 years, I've been doing any kind of qual research, and I love it, of course. But I have to say that conversational research adds value to qual as well. So, for example, you can expand your research. Yeah. For example, you conduct face-to-face interviews or focus groups that we love so much. We qual researchers especially love so much. You can do it, for example, like face-to-face locally in one location, and then you can leverage Yasna to research some distant markets. It could be, I don't know, maybe some other cities of the same country, or we can think about the whole globe. Why not? Yeah, we can go to Japan, we can go to Brazil, we can go to I know, Peru, or to England, whatever you want. Yeah, or to the US, Australia, anywhere you need and your client needs. You can also enhance depth because we all know that sometimes when you conduct a focus group or in depth, suddenly you understand that there are some hypotheses, yeah, that are coming out. You understand that you have some new information and you are not sure how really to use it and how relevant it is, yeah, to your target audience. And you understand that you need some additional probing and some additional check, yeah, and some confidence. So what you can do Yasna afterwards to check some hypotheses and validate them, yeah, and to see how popular or not popular this or that opinion is. In any way, whatever path you take, you cut costs and beat deadlines. And now, before we start, talking to each other and sharing our thoughts, I would like to share a few, three, to be precise, real-world project examples. Yeah, I know it's a lot of text, but I will explain you everything. By the way, at the very end, we'll send you this presentation. If you are interested, you can read it more attentively. But I want to focus what were the shifting points, like the wows
Will
of
you
using
be
Yasna.
answering questions?
Yeah.
A bunch of questions in the chat.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's amazing. If you want me to reply right now, yeah? Okay, let me reply and then I will go to the real examples, yeah? Let's do like that. Okay, thank you. So, how long can the interviews last? Well, technically, the interview can be long and people can, like make a pause and then, go back to the interview. But we really recommend to keep them short, around 15, 20 minutes, because in this case, respondents are concentrated, they are focused on the questions that you are asking, and it works better. But I mean, technically, you can do it longer. You mentioned we brief Yasna. Do we provide an interview guide as well, or is that automated? So you type we call them topics, like by topic you can put together like a few questions. You can write them in a very free format. So yes, the questions are coming from you, but Yasna can rephrase it, yeah, or can create, for example, if you write, I want to understand how people use, I don't know, how do they do laundry, yeah. Actually, Yasna will create questions, to get this understanding. But you can keep it under control. For example, you can ask, some precise things that you are interested in. If you are interested in some details, you can ask Yasna to do that. You can add instructions if you want, like, for example, probe as much as possible, or I don't know, if respondents answer yes, then probe on this. If respondents answer no, then probe on that. You can keep it under control, but even if you put, very generic questions, it will work. Yeah, Yasna will divide it into separate questions. She will try to get as much information as possible to satisfy your research need. How are the percentages calculated from text data? Are they reliable? What coding method does the product use? As I know, large language models are not great at math. Well, obviously, yes, Yasna is using, she relies on the it's all about open-ended questions, yeah? But, well, it depends. For example, if you want to choose people out of, I don't know, you have 5 statements and you want to choose to ask people to choose one most relevant, for example, statement, and you have write it like statement 1, statement 2, 3, 4, 5. And the instruction is like choose just one statement, and then people write 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then you can measure it, and it will be really, really super precise. Yeah. If we're talking about open-ended questions, yes, I mean, if you do it once and then you can try again, maybe the numbers can slightly differ. But they won't differ drastically. Yeah. Anyway, you will get more or less the same percentage anyway. But you can try to give more precise instructions. Like, for example, think only about, I don't know, 3, for example, 3 options. Yeah. Positive experience, neutral experience, negative experience. Be sure that, I don't know, one answer refers just to one answer it could be used once. Yeah, and at the total, I need 100%. In this case, you will get really, let's say, accurate numbers. Yeah. I'm sorry that I'm going into details. If you are interested, we can connect. We will explain you how exactly to do that. But yes, there are ways to make these percentages reliable. Sorry for confusing answer. If I want to conduct a qualitative research, how can I ensure scientific rigor and transparency when using Yasna? Let me see if I understand, Gabriele, your question correctly. What do you mean by transparency in this case? So if you want well, it's a qualitative research. Yeah, so it's like you put the open-ended questions, yeah, and well, it's very, very close to typical in-depth. Gabriele, could you please make it more clear? I'm sorry, maybe I don't understand exactly what what is the question? Sorry for that. Can Yasna do focus groups? No, it's just one-on-ones in our case. For now, it's one-on-ones. And as I said before, Yasna is typing the questions, or she can show images, video, text, and people can type or they can answer with voice based on their whatever is more comfortable for them. Interview's length. How is the length interview been kept if Yasna is probing various aspects and one respondent answers longer and one shorter? The interview length will be in general more or less the same. Yes, it's normal that some interviews are shorter, some interviews are longer, but the length is not drastic within the same project. We haven't faced it almost never. And the thing, can you know the length? So when you go to the platform, and I hope you signed in or you will sign in our platform, which is for free, obviously. And when you type your questions, you can see also the number of minutes. Yeah, just the minutes length. You will see it on the platform. It will be approximate length of the interview. How can you be sure? You can test and it's a recommendation, really, a recommendation to test the interview before launching it. Yeah, and you can test and see the approximate length. Yeah, so you will know it in advance, yeah, by seeing the number of minutes on the platform and when you test it. Yeah, so more or less it will be the same for everyone. Sorry, I have to leave for a client meeting, but I look forward to reviewing the recording. Thank you, Adrian. Good luck. Yes, of course, you will see the recording and the platform, and you will get the present that I'm going to to give to all of you at the end. Amanda, I'm curious to see how good the probing is. Can you provide some examples, transcripts for a range of topics? Yes, I think we obviously we can do that, and we have a lot of examples, and we will send it together with the presentation. Okay, if you are interested. We will definitely send you examples of some. And by the way, here's Marat, thank you so much. Here is the link for the trial. And when you sign into the platform, you will have the access not only to your personal space, but also to the Yasna demo space with some public cases. And you can actually enter each of these, access each of these projects. And you can see the real answers, yeah, and the transcripts of the interviews. This is also what you can do and see how Yasna is doing the probing. Sorry, another question from me. You mentioned that it can do hundreds of interviews a day, but would I have to recruit 100 relevant participants for the sample? Yes, you will need to recruit. Well, actually, about the recruitment in general, yeah. If you have your reliable source of recruitment, you are free to use it. Yeah, the panel you work with, your database, client's database, whatever. We can also recruit for you if you need our help. We work with panels like Sint and Pure Spectrum. And we can, so if you write the recruitment criteria, we can do that for you. But yes, you have to recruit relevant participants from the target audience that you are interested in. 100, about this number 100, yeah? 100 is the number that we believe conversational research is the most efficient when you have 100 of people per target audience, because it means that you cover a lot of opinions. You have enough sample to validate already the results to get the numbers that are statistically proven. Yeah, important. Can Yasna detect bad participants and flag them? Yes, Yasna can do that. When people reply if the answers are strange or rude or have nothing to do, with the topic, so Yasna just stops the conversation. If Yasna feels that, the interview was okay, but maybe not all the answers were really good because maybe some of them were very short. In this case, Yasna flags with the color, these interviews, and we check them manually for our clients. And you can check them and make invalid if you don't like it, for example. But I mean, like bad interviews you won't see because Yasna is just saying, sorry, that's it, bye-bye. How is the probing done? How does the AI moderator know when to stop probing? Yasna is trained to behave herself as a qualitative researcher. So actually, we explained a lot, with the we gave different instructions, but not only gave, we're giving because it is always the technology is always developing. So we give specific instructions on how to probe, how to behave, and so on. So Yasna already is quite independent, and she knows that there are goals of the research and there are questions, and she needs to give to get detailed answers to each of the questions. Yeah. So actually, as soon as she gets a sufficient answer, not just like great idea, yes, no, I don't mind. Yeah. So she knows that it's not enough. As soon as there is some meaning in this answer, she stops. But it's something you can check. Yeah. Also on our website, you can chat with you. There is a link to chat with Yasna. You can, play as a respondent and see how it works as well. Does Yasna accommodate other languages? Well, she accommodates, she speaks around 50, if not more languages now. And if you lack something, a language that you don't see on our platform, we can add it in a couple of days. For example, recently we added Tagalog, language spoken the most at the Philippines for one of our clients. So, but as I'm saying, like around 50 languages or so, we already covered by Yasna. And it's all like built in one click, you can translate. Do you use customer data to train your models? No. We use, we don't use any customer data to train our models. By the way, on our website and on our, when you sign in to Yasna platform, you can see the privacy document, and it's all written like all the points about the privacy. How would you cost recruitment for this type of method? I'm a quality researcher, so I'm used to smaller sample size and large service samples of 2,000 plus. Yasna seems like a mix between a survey interview, if it's just 20 minutes or so in length. So could you provide some guidelines on recruit costs and incentives amounts, incentive processing? So Amanda, if you are interested in this point, please connect with me because the thing is, well, I will just explain you the process. The thing is that you send us the full recruitment criteria, then we check with the SINT or with the Pure Spectrum how feasible it is to get these consumers. We also check the price. We come back to you. You say okay or no, and then we proceed or do not proceed. Yeah, based on your decision. The idea is, but in general, I have to say that the recruitment costs for conversational research are close to the ones of quantitative. Yeah. So I know that for qual, usually the respondents are very expensive, and for quant studies, less expensive. So it's more about quant. Yeah. Just a bit with the longer length. Sorry, maybe longer length is not the right way to say it. Yeah, I hope it makes sense. Okay, thank you so much for your questions. I will, oh, we have something else. Okay, fabulous. I'll try the free test run of Yasna and then get in touch. Yes, absolutely. Feel free to get in touch. We're always happy to help and discuss everything. So let me switch to some real world project examples, and then we'll also talk a little bit. I have some questions for you. So as I said before, yeah, I know a lot of text, but I'll try to be as quick as possible, but I want to convey some important information. So The first case I would like to tell you about is the one we've done with the Racket about cleaning brand. And there was a problem that sales drop after COVID because this brand, one of their brands, is focused on disinfection. And obviously, after COVID, it wasn't that popular as during the COVID. And the client had some hypotheses they wanted to check, and they realized that they need to change the pack somehow. But there was a challenge, yeah. And just taking some decisions that were not proven was obviously risky. So that's why they used Yasna, and 150 interviews were conducted, and in a week they got validated. They got all the interviews done. They got less than a week, actually. Yeah, they validated their hypothesis. They were informed on all the on all the changes that are needed to be done for the packaging. So they cut the risks. They made necessary changes. So they got the numbers, they got the explanations why it happened. So yeah, they were saved. Then another example that I love so much because it's about different countries. So this one was for InDrive. The thing is that they had a controversial idea that they had to test in 7 markets. And of course, you know that arranging a multi-country study is not an easy thing. Yeah, and especially if we're talking about 7 diverse markets all over the world, all over the globe, it was very difficult to arrange it in terms of, like, it takes a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of efforts, yeah, to find reliable partners, to do these translations and so on. So the challenge was that InDrive couldn't conduct this large-scale research across 7 diverse markets due to time and budget constraints. And skipping research was really risky because the idea was really controversial or super positive or super negative reactions. So they conducted 450 automated interviews in a week across all these markets, and they validated the idea. They realized where it works, where it doesn't work, and for what reasons. Yeah, so they got also some cultural specifics thanks to Yasna. And another example is like quick research for quick wash. Also, we've done it for another Racket team. So the idea, actually, the thing was that they had 3 messages about quick wash. And they needed to test these messages, but it wasn't just like quant test, yeah, because they wanted to understand what if people really see the difference between these messages and what is this difference actually, and obviously making like extensive research was impractical in this case because to spend a lot of time, money, and so on wasn't really the case for this focused study. And with the help of Yasna, 100 interviews in 3 days, and at the end, very clear insights and results on with which option to go and why. Actually, there were some really interesting findings, even though it seemed very focused and easy, but we've got some great insight. As I promised, here it is. Yeah, so we would like to present you a promo code. We would like to invest in your first case study with Yasna. We fully understand how hard it is to understand yourself, how it works, and to also convince your clients. That's why we think that you as an agency, for example, you can create a case study that you can show to your clients, or you can do your first project, with the real client for free. So this promo code workshop We will send you this information in a follow-up email, of course, but if you can do a screenshot or write it down somewhere, please do that. So with this promo code, you get 1,000 credits for free, which were 300 euros actually. And it means that you can conduct up to 100 interviews using this promo code. The recruitment is not included. I know some questions are about that as well. So this is your gift. Do you support non-English conversation? Absolutely. Yeah, we support conversations in 50 plus languages. Again, if you sign in and start, set up your first study, even, with a few questions, you can check how different languages work. Yeah, we have a lot of languages already included. If you lack something, you can connect with us. And most probably we will be able to add this language to the platform as well. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. Thank you so much, anyone, everyone. I hope you learned something new. I hope that it was practical and it gave you an idea of how to use conversational research because it was the goal, sorry. Thank you. We'll try this out. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please try. Yeah, please try it out. See how it works. See how comfortable you feel with it. And I really hope that now you are approaching to conversational research a bit more. Try to use it. Try to convince your clients and see the benefits that it really gives you. Thank you. This is great. We'll try. Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening or day, depending on where you're based. Thank you so much. I'll wait for another minute. Maybe someone will ask something. But anyway, if you have more questions, feel free to connect with me. I will be happy to answer all your questions. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Yes, we'll send the recording. We'll send and the presentation. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks.